Hey guys, KeyPlayer61. Hope everybody's doing well. Relatively beautiful day here in northern Georgia. That's going to change tonight and tomorrow. You know, we're expecting some big time rain here, a couple 3 inches, something like that. But anyway, I thought I'd point out a few things of interest, especially a lot of you guys that's been following the videos. Got a couple of things to show you, and a couple of things that hopefully you can learn from as well. I learned from something, the experiment I was trying. But it's about the Kratky celery. I want to show you guys something and kind of give you some suggestions as to what I think that I will do next time in the future, and something you may want to consider as well. Anyway, let's take a look at that. Okay guys, for those of you who've been following these videos and following the celery and stuff like that, of course you can see we've been eating on this stuff. It's been very good. It's been very sweet, and it's been a delicious addition to our vegetables and juicing as well. We do juicing, me and my wife, and this stuff really is a welcome addition to the juicing if you guys are into any of that. But I wanted to point out something here that I did not realize would happen. I maybe should have realized, and I hope you guys can see that. Like I was pointing out earlier, I told y'all that celery will regrow. You just cut off of it, and a little at a time, which we were doing, and it'll just keep continuing to regrow. And it does, but the only problem is the base gets wider and wider. And if you look down in there, you'll see where this thing is absolutely, it is just annihilated the top of my Kratky bucket here. It has also split the 3-inch net cut. So any of you guys that are trying this or are planning on trying this in the future, I mean, it works out really well. The only thing I would suggest is either do one or two things. Harvest it once it gets fully grown again, just like it was when you bought it at the store. You can harvest it all at that time, and then toss it and start over again if you want to. But probably the thing would be to do, I would say, would up it to a 6-inch net cut. That way you don't have this problem with it splitting the net cup and the top of the lid. Because I guess, like I say, probably an undersight on my part. I should have realized that the base of that thing was going to get bigger. But that really surprised me when I cut this down. But anyway, just some thought there. Ah yes, spring is in the air. Thought I'd show you guys my plant starts here that I've got going in the greenhouse. Been in here, see, I started them on February the 13th as seeds. Those of you who've been watching my videos in the past, you've seen my little grow stand that I have in my basement. That I have a heat mat and big grow lights on that, and that's where I do all my seed starting that, and I get them started, and then I bring them up here to the greenhouse and start getting ready to get them hardened off and go outside. So they're I'm real pleased with the outcome. Everything worked out real good. All these various different pepper plants here. I've got hot peppers to bell peppers to, just about any kind of cayenne peppers, any kind of peppers you want here, just about. And then I've got a variety of different tomato plants here, from Better Boy to Brandywine. I'm even trying to experiment with the tomato that I bought at the grocery store that's originally grown in the greenhouse. I don't know what's gonna happen with it, but we're gonna find out. I mean, they may not be true to type, and you never know whenever you take something that's a hybrid seed and plant it. As you well know, it may be true to type to the plant, mother plant, but you just don't never know what you're gonna get. But it'll be fun to try anyway. I always encourage anybody to experiment, try different things, and see what works for you. That's why I like to share, what I do with you guys. So something that you're interested in trying, go ahead and give it a shot. I haven't showed you guys the little leaf cucumbers in a while. like I said, there again, those of you who've been following my older videos, and you remember what the Boston pickling cucumbers looked like. And they were all the way up here, way up over the top, and just shading out and just crowding out everything in here. So I finally had to just get rid of them. But this is a variety here called Little Leaf. And as you can see, there's some cucumbers already on there. I've already picked and ate a couple, and they're really tasty. But these are doing pretty good. They're not gonna. I can see now that they're not gonna be near as invasive as the other ones were. And these are also parthenocarpic, which means that I do not have to pollinate these by hand like I had to do the other ones. Especially when you got a massive cucumber plant like that, like those were. Man, it can really be a chore to pollinate those things. But these right here are just making right on their own. No problem. I haven't had to do anything to them except feed them and keep them going up the stream. So thought y'all be interested in that. Okay guys, if you'll remember in the last video I showed you that mega blooms, what's called a mega bloom, which kind of what that kind of entails is a double forming bloom. It's on a tomato plant, and in essence what you wind up getting is a kind of like a twin tomato. And I had to cut this thing yesterday because it was about to pick itself, and I did not want it to fall down and bust, and I did not get to shoot a video of me actually cutting it, so I cut this thing yesterday. But so you're just gonna have to trust me that it's the same one. But if you go back and look at the video, the last video, you'll see that it is indeed the same tomato. It didn't get a chance to ripen all the way, but like I say, I had to get it off of there because as you can look down in there, you'll see it was just about ready to turn loose, and it was going to fall down and bust, and I would have been brokenhearted over that. But anyway, let's throw this bad boy on the scale and see what we'll come up with here. Let's see if y'all can see that right there. That is 1.112. Well, it's jumping between 1.108 and 112 ounces. Pounds. So that's pretty good, I think, for a greenhouse grown big beef tomato. Anyway, I thought you guys would get a kick out of that. Okay guys, hope you all enjoyed that. Just a little quick update for you, and some experienced advice I gave you there on Kratky celery. Anybody trying that, just bear in mind that's what's going to happen with it. But anyway, hope you guys have a great one, and spring is on the way. Everybody just hang in there, man. The YouTube channels are going crazy right now with videos. Been enjoying a lot of them too, guys. But anyway, y'all keep up the good work, and we'll see you real soon. God bless.